Thanks, Robin. Yeah, Jeff Hall, Charles Folger, 98 kicker, played under Dooley and head coach Butch Jones, or former head coach Butch Jones now. So, guys, one of the things we've kind of been talking about over the past hour is the transition from the beginning of Butch Jones's career at Tennessee to the end of it. Now, from a VFL's perspective, what were kind of the changes as he started his career here and ended it?
Well, obviously he was taking over a program in turmoil, and he did a lot of great things, I think, coming out of the blocks. I mean, I can still remember sitting in that team room that with 70 guys that I played with, or former players that we'd never been in this room before. And he said, guys, we're here to rebuild the program. I'm going to need your help. And so you can start off a relationship really good if you have that attitude. And then for the next 2 to 3 years, it seemed like there wasn't a lot of penalties, a lot of mistakes. It was very well-coached football. And obviously last year I felt like they had a great team, and I think injuries really hampered their success. And then about halfway through the year, you just kind of felt like something was coming unhinged. And that's when it seemed like there looked like there was a problem, you know, at least from where I sat. That was our observation, I would think. Yeah. Now,
from someone who was in the locker room, what kind of that whole period, you know, from the time you started with Coach Jones to when you were done with Tennessee football, what was kind of your experience?
Same thing you said. It was just from the very beginning. I think we were all excited to have somebody new in there. It was a program in turmoil, and I think everybody knew it in the locker room. Like we discussed earlier, Butch Jones would come in the locker room and be a very big players coach, and Dooley would never. He'd kind of seclude himself. So I think from the very beginning he was a great addition to a long list of great coaches at Tennessee for the first 2 or 3 years. And then, like you said, I think about the bye week, the South Carolina game, it started to become unraveled a little bit. And I think from then on, it's just been kind of a downhill slide for him.
Now, we mentioned this a little bit earlier in the Facebook Live, if you didn't get a chance to watch that. What is it that you two want to see coming up for Tennessee football with this new head coach? There was a particular a culture thing, correct?
There was. I think when I played, there was a family environment. There was a family spirit about it. When I was being recruited and I came on campus, everybody that I would meet, whether it was a head coach or staff, assistant, trainer, manager, everybody had been there forever. And it's hard not to feel like that this is a family environment and that you're being embraced by the family. And I think, you know, ultimately when Doug Dickey retired and Joe Johnson retired, that began the process. And then when Coach Fulmer was fired, I think that was when it all just came unwound.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what Tennessee does decide to do next. It'll be very important. We'll be paying attention to it. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. A very volatile day for the Vols, if you will. I'll go ahead and send it back to you.